हरे कृष्णा डियर डिवोटीज। आज हम लोग अध्ययन करेंगे चैप्टर 10, राइट, द ऑपुलेंस ऑफ द एब्सोल्यूट, और श्री भगवान का ऐश्वर्य। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता, ये हिंदी में जो अनुवाद है श्रील प्रभुपाद की, और हम लोग रिफ़र करेंगे और पढ़ेंगे आज इंग्लिश वाले से, लेकिन हम लोग डिस्कस मिक्स में करेंगे ताकि आसानी से ज़्यादातर लोगों को समझ में आए। Hare Krishna. So please join us for Jai Radha Madhav prayers. Hare Krishna. Please join us for Guru Pranati. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshitarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tadaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Please join us in the recitation of the first verse. हम लोग पहला श्लोक पढ़ेंगे साथ में श्रीमद् भगवद गीता Hare Krishna. Chapter 10, The Opulence of the Absolute. Verse 1, Shlok 1. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Bhuya eva mahabaho Shinu me paramam vachaha Yatte aham priyamanaya Vakshami hita kamyaya. Translation by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Listen again, O mighty armed Arjun, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. And so here, Lord Krishna, what knowledge has he already explained? We talked about that yesterday in the previous class. He, in chapter 9, gave Arjun the most confidential knowledge. Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshvavagmam Dharmam Susukham Kartum Avyayam. And this knowledge that Arjun received, which is pure devotional service, this knowledge जो थी वो राज विद्या है, यानी सारी विद्याओं में राजा है, मीन्स इट्स द kingly knowledge, and Raj Guhyam, and it is the greatest secret. It's the secret of secrets. Now sometimes people say if it is secret of secrets, then everybody knows it. Yes, everybody knows it, but then nobody does it unless they have received the mercy of Lord Krishna. इसीलिए जो आचार्य हैं उन्होंने कहा है कि ब्रह्मांड भविते कौन भाग्यवान जीव गुरु कृष्ण प्रसादे पाए भक्ति लता बीजा. सो लॉर्ड कृष्ण हमारे हृदय में सुपर सोल की तरह हैं और वो देख रहे हैं ओवरसीयर परमीटर, एंड हर चीज़ जो भी हम कर रहे हैं वो देखते हैं. तो वो देखते हैं कि अरे ये तो श्रद्धावान है, ये मेरा भक्त बनना चाहता है, तो हमारे को उस डायरेक्शन में एनलाइटन करते हैं और हमको एक गुरु से मिलाते हैं, बोनाफाइड स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर, जो कि परंपरा में आ रहे हैं, डिसिप्लिक सक्सेशन. अब जब हम परंपरा की बात कर रहे थे लास्ट टाइम, somebody said कि कितनी परंपराएं हैं, क्या है, इसके बारे में कुछ बताएंगे. तो एक्चुअली देयर आर 4 संप्रदायस. परंपरा इज लाइक डिसिप्लिक सक्सेशन, और वो 4 संप्रदायों के थ्रू आती है. एक है रुद्र संप्रदाय, वैष्णवानाम यथा शंभु. सो लॉर्ड शिव से रुद्र संप्रदाय आ रही है. देन देयर इज श्री संप्रदाय फ्रॉम गॉडेस ऑफ फॉर्च्यून, गॉडेस लक्ष्मी, उनसे श्री संप्रदाय है. ये दोनों संप्रदाय साउथ इंडिया में बहुत प्रचलित हैं. सो इट्स वेरी फेमस एंड वेरी मच प्रेवलेंट इन द सदर्न इंडियन पार्ट, साउथ इंडिया. एंड देन कुमार संप्रदाय, सो चतुर कुमार, फॉर द 4 कुमार, सनक, सनातन, सनंद एंड सनत कुमार, उनसे जो कि ब्रह्मा, लॉर्ड ब्रह्मा के 4 पहले पुत्र थे, उनसे आ रही है कुमार संप्रदाय. और ब्रह्म संप्रदाय, 4 संप्रदाय जिसमें हम हैं, और शिला प्रभुपाद ब्रह्म संप्रदाय में थे. एंड इट्स ऑल्सो नोन एज गौड़ संप्रदाय बिकॉज गौरंगा महाप्रभु ऑल्सो appeared. He is none other than Radha Krishna together. Bahar Radha, Antar Krishna. So he has this golden fair form of Radharani externally because she is the covering, and actually it is Krishna who is appearing in the mood of Radharani to know himself. And that is where this chapter becomes very interesting. क्योंकि इसमें भगवान कृष्ण अर्जुन जब पूछता है कि प्लीज़ बताइए मुझे आपके ऑपुलेंस के बारे में, आपकी विभूतियों के बारे में, तो लॉर्ड कृष्ण बोलते हैं कि he is going to share some very specific ones, not everything because they are unlimited, right? How do you tell your unlimited potency? So Lord Krishna, understanding Arjun's curiosity, and the way Arjun places this question is also very interesting. He's saying that I will never get tired of hearing about your glories. तो इस चैप्टर में, लेकिन उस स्टेज पे आने से पहले क्या हुआ, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? कि हाउ डिड अर्जुन वो स्टेज तक पहुंचा कैसे, हाउ डिड ही रीच देयर, व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड हिम टू से कि मैं आपके बारे में सुनता रह सकता हूँ, कभी थकूंगा नहीं, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. ये तब होता है जब आपकी रुचि बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाए, जब आप में बहुत आसक्ति आ जाए, अटैचमेंट आ जाए, और आपको किसी से बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेम हो जाए. आप जब देखें कि अरे सच अ वंडरफुल पर्सन. तो आज का जो एक्रोनिम है वो है लव, LOVE. सो जो पहले 7 श्लोक हैं उसमें लॉर्ड कृष्ण इज रिवीलिंग टू अर्जुन, वो बता रहे हैं अर्जुन को कि जो इससे जो मैंने अभी तक नॉलेज बताई है, मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंशियल नॉलेज बताई उन्होंने. अब मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंशियल नॉलेज से भी क्या इंटरेस्टिंग नॉलेज हो सकती है? समटाइम्स पीपल वंडर दैट कि व्हाट कैन बी मोर इंटरेस्टिंग. मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंशियल नॉलेज तो हो गई चैप्टर 9 में, अब भगवान उससे भी ज़्यादा अधिक क्या बता सकते हैं? तो भगवान उसको अर्जुन को एनलाइटन, एक्चुअली थ्रू अर्जुन हम लोगों को ये प्रकाश दे रहे हैं, ये रिकग्नाइज करा रहे हैं कि एक्चुअली ही इज सर्वलोक महेश्वरम. सो लोक महेश्वरम इज वन ऑफ द वर्ड दैट कम्स इन सेकेंड वर्स. तो वो जो है एक्चुअली हमारा ओरिजिन है, हमारा सस्टेनेंस है, एवरी वे जो हम लोग जीते हैं, जिस तरह से अपना कार्य करते हैं, हर चीज़ में हम भगवान पे निर्भर हैं. डिफरेंस क्या है? कुछ जानते हैं, कुछ नहीं. दैट इज द मेन डिफरेंस. और इसमें L is for Lok Maheshwaram, where Lord Krishna is saying that he is providing more information. Now there is also a very important aspect. भगवान कृष्ण बोल रहे हैं कि मैं तुम्हें ही इसलिए बता रहा हूँ क्योंकि तुम मेरे प्रिय भक्त हो. You are, my friend. You are my dear friend. So he is calling it out very clearly for Arjun. और उसको अर्जुन को बोल रहे हैं कि ये जो नॉलेज मैं तुम्हें और बता रहा हूँ ये उससे भी ज़्यादा अच्छी है जो मैंने अभी तक बताई है. लेकिन अर्जुन को वो एक स्पेसिफिक नेम से बुला रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं महाबाहो. सो वन हु हैज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्म्स. अर्जुन इज़ अ ग्रेट वॉरियर, इज़ अ ग्रेट जनरल, राइट? एंड अकेला अर्जुन कैन फाइट थ्रू थाउजेंड्स ऑफ सोल्जर्स एंड अ बिग आर्मी. लेकिन भगवान उसको इस तरह से एनकरेज कर रहे हैं that don't think the most confidential knowledge stops there. To be able to engage them, I'm going to provide information so that you become more stable. ताकि जो प्योर डिवोशन सर्विस में एंगेज होना है, कोई आपको बता दे कि आपको ये करना है तो ठीक है, लेकिन क्यों करना है वो जानना जरूरी होता है. ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विथ वाई, राइट? भगवान ने अभी तक बहुत बार बताया है कि ही सर्वलोक महेश्वरम, लेकिन वो एक बार फिर से बता रहे हैं, अर्जुन को रिमाइंड करा रहे हैं. और हम लोगों की आदत होती है, बहुत सी बार हम लोग कुछ बात सुनते हैं, एक कान से सुना दूसरे से निकल गया. बहुत सी बार प्रवचन में जाते हैं, डिस्को से सुन रहे होते हैं और फिर एंड में स्पीकर पूछता है कि हाउ वाज इट, तो बोलते हैं कि भाई इट वाज वेरी नाइस. एंड देन द स्पीकर आस्क व्हाट डिड यू लर्न, तो कुछ याद नहीं है. ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए ना. वी शुड टेक सम लेसन्स जो हम लोग अपनी लाइफ में प्रैक्टिस कर सकें. देन हम लोग को बेनिफिट मिला है. वट एवर टाइम वी हैव स्पेंड, जो भी थोड़ा समय निकाला है हमने, उसमें सुना है और उसको ग्रहण किया है, तो उसको अपने एक प्रण करना चाहिए. आज ये वाली बात सुनी है, आज इसको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. दिस इज़ अ नाइस लेसन, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस इट टुडे एंड सी व्हाट द रिजल्ट्स आर, एंड लेट्स ऐड लिटिल बिट एवरी डे. जो होता है ना, बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भर जाता है, राइट? तो ऐसे ही स्लोली एंड स्लोली वी विल गेट फिल्ड विथ लाइट, तो कोई डिल्यूशन ही नहीं रहेगा और कोई शंका भी नहीं रहेगी, असंशय, विदाउट एनी डाउट। तो लॉर्ड कृष्ण अर्जुन को रिवील कर रहे हैं कि ही इज द ओरिजिन, ही इज सर्वलोक महेश्वरम। सो द रिफर्ड वर्ड इन द सेकंड वर्स इज लोक महेश्वरम, एंड दिस is actually the first prayer by Srila Vyasdev when he starts writing Srimad Bhagavatam. Now the interesting thing is this, sometimes people say, oh, Srila Vyasdev, he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam based on the instruction he received from Devashi Narad. But when he started writing, after receiving the instruction, that first shloka which is in the Gayatri Mantra meter, that first shloka has the whole essence of Bhagavatam right in there. So Srila Prabhupada, when he was writing, translating Srimad Bhagavatam, he wasn't sure if he will be able to finish whole of Bhagavatam. So he condensed whole of Bhagavatam into the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's what he brought to West. So sometimes people think that he did not do other 11 cantos. He didn't, it's again, he already had the essential content in the first canto. Now, when he was writing Srimad Bhagavatam, he wasn't sure that he will be able to translate, वो पूरा अनुवाद कर पाएंगे. तो उन्होंने पहले चैप्टर में सारा एसेंस डाल दिया. अब फिर पहले चैप्टर में भी उनको लगा कि अरे, तो ही वॉज गेटिंग इंस्पायर्ड बाय शीला व्यासदेव. उन्होंने पहली प्रेयर में ही पूरा एसेंस भागवतम का डाल दिया. सो बीइंग इंस्पायर्ड बाय दैट, Srila Prabhupada put all the essence in the purport of the very first verse of the first canto, first chapter. So such important is that verse. So it is very important for us to understand. और वो यहाँ पे रिवील कर रहे हैं अर्जुन को. Exactly similar aspect. वो बोलते हैं कि मेरे को तो देवता और ऋषि भी नहीं जानते. Actually मैं उनका भी ओरिजिन हूँ, मैं उनका भी महेश्वर हूँ, मैं उनका भी ईश्वर हूँ. So they pray to me and they are bewildered. So let's revisit that prayer of Srila Vyasdev. It simply starts with the invocation prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadiyasya Yato Anvayad Itraschateshvabhigyah Swarat Tene Brahma Hidaya Di Kavaye Muhyanti Yad Suryaha Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Trisargo Amrisha Dvamna Sena Sadatirasta Nihkam Guhyam Param Dhimahi. तो आपने इसमें सुना होगा एंड में गुह्यम is hidden, he is it's secret, guhya and dhimahi. So Srila Vyasdev, Srila Krishna Dvaipanya Vyasdev, he is meditating on who? Janmadiyasya Tanvayad. So Lord Krishna, who is responsible for Janma Adi, which is creation, maintenance and destruction. So he is saying creation, etc. Adi. So creation, maintenance and destruction of all the material universes. So he is referring that. And बोल रहे हैं कि ही इज अभिज्ञ स्वरट, ही इज फुली अवेयर. उनको पूरा डायरेक्टली भी पता है और इनडायरेक्टली भी पता है, एंड कंप्लीटली इंडिपेंडेंट. एंड ही गेव द नॉलेज. उन्होंने ब्रह्मा को आदि कवये. सो आदि इज ओरिजिनल लिविंग एंटिटी इन दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड इज लॉर्ड ब्रह्मा. तो उनको हृदय से वो नॉलेज पास करी. मुह्यंति यत् सूर्य. एंड इवन द डेमिगॉड्स, द सेजेस, दे आर बिविल्डर्ड by Lord Shri Krishna. So he is revealing that. So think of us, we are human beings and we have very limited senses and we have very limited intelligence. Demigods or sages, they are thousands of more opulent, they are more potent, right? They have much higher intelligence, much stronger senses, they are very highly elevated. And even they are bewildered. And we will hear as how they constantly pray to Lord Shri Krishna when they see him. And they are actually at times fearful also, as is visible. तो वो भगवान कृष्ण बता रहे हैं कि even the demigods don't understand me. नाउ शिला प्रभुपाद एक लेक्चर में बता रहे हैं कि लॉर्ड कृष्णा, nobody can understand him. Even Lord Krishna cannot understand himself fully. So he has to come as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. कि भगवान जो है गौरंगा महाप्रभु के अवतार में आए so that he could understand himself in the mood of Radha Rani. कि what is this ecstasy she is experiencing? How does she know me so well? Right? राधा रानी का दूसरा नाम है मदन मोहन मोहिनी. एंड दैट्स वाई जो हमने मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंशियल नॉलेज था उसका एक्रोनिम क्या था? राधा. राइट? दैट्स हाउ वी लर्न. एंड इसका एक्रोनिम है लव, बिकॉज भगवान हमसे इतना प्यार करते हैं, हम लोग उससे इतना प्रेम करते हैं. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लव एंड लस्ट? दैट्स ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें उनसे अपना प्यार कैसे जताना चाहिए. जो भी हम एक्टिविटी करें बॉडी माइंड एंड वर्ड से, वो उसमें अगर हम भगवान कृष्ण को सेंटर में रखते हैं, अगर हम वो कार्य भगवान की खुशी के लिए करते हैं, तो वो प्यार का रिफ्लेक्शन है. दैट इज लव. और अगर हम अपने सेंसेस को अपनी इंद्र तृप्तियों के लिए करते हैं, सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए करते हैं, सेंसुअल प्लेजर के लिए करते हैं, तो वो लस्ट है. राइट? एंड लस्ट कामेश क्रोधेश रजोगुण समुद्भवा. सो दैट लीड्स टू एंगर and that finally causes the fall down. So we have to be very very careful. हम लोग को बहुत सावधान रहना चाहिए at every moment. Sometimes people say, why at every moment? Why should we remember Krishna at every moment? Then we should also understand that Maya is always lurking around. I gave this example. So there is a squirrel free bird cage. You know, my friend, he wanted to buy that. So he went because he likes to hang a bird cage outside his house. And every time he would see that the squirrels would come and they will eat all the stuff जो चिड़ियों के लिए उन्होंने अनाज वगैरह रखा है खाने के लिए. उसका जो चिड़ियों का एक बर्ड के वो लाए हैं बर्ड हाउस फीडर, बर्ड फीडर, तो उस पर गिलहरी आके खा रही हैं. तो बड़े परेशान हो गए. बोलते हैं ठीक है मैं जाके देखता हूँ अगर स्क्विरल फ्री गिलहरियाँ नहीं पहुँच पाए ऐसा कोई बर्ड फीडर मिलता है क्या. तो उनको एक जगह पे दिखा, यस वहाँ पे लिखा था स्क्विरल फ्री बर्ड फीडर. ही वॉज वेरी हैप्पी. अरे यार बहुत अच्छा है, अब स्क्विरल्स नहीं खाएंगे, मैं पक्षियों को दाना डालना चाहता हूँ तो पक्षी ही लेंगे. ठीक है, ये सोच के उन्होंने वो बर्ड फीडर लेके आए और उसके इंस्ट्रक्शन में था इतनी हाइट पे बिल्कुल थिन वायर से, वायर इतना थिन एंड शार्प है कि गलती से अगर उंगली फिसल जाए तो उंगली का स्किन कट जाएगा, खून निकल आएगा. तो उसको इतने संभाल के ऐसे बांधिए, ऐसे टांगिए इस हाइट पे. ठीक है, तो पहले दिन तो उनको बड़ा अच्छा लगा. जैसे सुबह लगाया उन्होंने और दोपहर हो गई, अभी तक एक स्क्विरल नहीं आ पाई. वहाँ घूम रही हैं लेकिन उस पर आ नहीं पा रही हैं. फिर देखा दोपहर तक, अरे अभी भी कुछ नहीं, बिल्कुल बर्ड फीडर पे चिड़िया आ रही हैं, अच्छी तरह से बर्ड फीडर पे खा रही हैं, बहुत अच्छा है. जैसे ही शाम हुई तो उनको शौक लग गया. क्यों? दो गिलहरियाँ बैठी हुई हैं बर्ड फीडर पे और खा रही हैं. तो बोलते हैं ये तो मेरे से चीटिंग कर दी शॉपकीपर ने, उसने मेरे को गलत आइटम भेज दिया. तो उन्होंने पैक किया, सीधे शॉपकीपर के पास गए. बोलते हैं ये जो आपने दिया है ना ये स्क्विरल फ्री नहीं है. तो शॉपकीपर ने कहा कैसे? बोलते हैं देखो मैंने पहले आधे घंटे में ये पूरा लगा दिया, उसके बाद में सुबह ठीक रहा, दोपहर ठीक रहा, शाम को दो गिलहरियाँ इसके चढ़ के उस पर से खा रही थी. यानी वो वायर इतना शार्प है उसके थ्रू तब भी पहुंच गई. तो शॉपकीपर बोलते हैं आपको कितना टाइम लगा बर्ड फीडर लगाने में? बोलते हैं आधा घंटा. बोलते हैं और व्हाट डू यू थिंक वो जो स्क्विरल्स गिलहरियाँ थी वो कितनी देर से ट्राई कर रही थी? उन्होंने पूरे 8 घंटे ट्राई किया. राइट? सो माया इज लर्किंग अराउंड. जहाँ हम लॉर्ड कृष्ण के बारे में सोचना बंद करते हैं माया अटैक कर देती है. राइट? कृष्णा सूर्य समा माया है अंधकार. तो हम लोग को बहुत संभल के रहना चाहिए. दैट्स वाई भगवान कह रहे हैं कि मय्येव मनाधस्व मयि बुद्धिम निवेशय. कंप्लीटली एब्जॉर्व योर माइंड. अपने मन को मुझ में संयमित कर दो, मुझ में लगा दो, मुझ पे लीन कर दो मेरे अपने मन को. एंड दैट इज वेरी इजी प्रोसेस. इट्स सिंपली एज टेकिंग टू द चैंटिंग ऑफ द होली नेम. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. और मई बुद्धि निवेश एंड एंगेज योर इंटेलिजेंस इन सर्विंग मी. तो हम लोगों को ये नहीं है कि भगवान ने कहा है कि सरेंडर योर माइंड एंड इंटेलिजेंस, जैसा हमने पीछे पढ़ा था कि भाई अब हम सरेंडर कर दिया, हमें कुछ नहीं करना चाहिए. नो, वी हैव टू यूज इट इन सर्विंग हिम नाइसली. जब हम माया के लिए इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए तो 10 टाइम्स मोर शार्पली यूज़ करना चाहिए, 10 टाइम्स मोर कंसंट्रेशन होना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट इज़ फॉर आवर बेनिफिट. क्योंकि पहले ही वर्स में लॉर्ड कृष्ण कह रहे हैं कि ये हित काम या दिस इज फॉर योर बेनिफिट. अर्जुन को बोला, सो दिस इज द नॉलेज वी आर गेटिंग इन दिस चैप्टर इज फॉर आवर बेनिफिट. और भगवान कहते हैं कि फर्स्ट फ्रॉम ब्रह्मा दे वर 4 Kumaras, so 4 sons. Then there were 7 rishis, that's 11. And then there are 14 Manus. In the day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. So these are 25 sages. 4 plus 7 is 11, 11 plus 14 is 25. 25 sages, but they also do not know me. Now there is one personality, that has not been stated, but is understood. Who is that personality? If you know, please write it. So he is saying that even they do not know me. So Lord Brahma gets to know Lord Krishna when Lord Krishna reveals himself. So how do we know Lord Krishna? In descending knowledge. If you want to know your father, then you don't, speculate by observing what he does, what he doesn't do. Because then you will be bewildered. Okay, he goes out from the house for 8 hours at work, 8 to 10 hours, and when he comes back, he is interacting at that time. So you will have a complete different impression of your father than others would have. So every relationship is unique. Your mother would have a specific relationship with your father, which is very unique, that you will not be able to dive into. You would have a very specific relationship. So we have very specific relationship with father, so that others cannot relate, right? And their colleagues will have a completely different relationship. So unless he shares with us what his relationship with different, relatives or different entities is, we would not know. And that's why it is descending knowledge. It is coming from Lord Shri Krishna. This knowledge we get in Bhagavad Gita is descending from Lord Shri Krishna, where he is telling us, right? And it is coming to us through parampara, disciplic succession. And many times people say that, well, Lord Krishna, he appeared 5,000 years back, So how can you say that he is Lok Maheshwaram? He is the proprietor of all, Sarva Lok Maheshwaram actually, of all spiritual and material universes. Then we say, please, let's read chapter 4, where Lord Krishna himself says, and in that chapter he is saying that he revealed this knowledge to Vivaswan, the sun god. Aham vivasvate yogam prokta vaham idam avyayam. Right? And Vivaswan, the sun god, gave it to his son Manu, Vyavasvata Manu. And Manu further passed it on to his son Ikshvaku, who was the first emperor of planet Earth. And since then it has been coming. And then in the purport, Srila Prabhupada gives the calculation that at least 205 million years back it was spoken, at least. So again, this is showing us that Lord Krishna, and of course we know that when Brahma, he appeared, he took birth on the lotus that sprouted from the navel of Garbhodakshai Vishnu. At that time he was wondering, what am I? What is my purpose? Why am I here? So that's where the knowledge was revealed to Lord Brahma, and Brahma Samhita is the proof, the chapter 5 of Brahma Samhita that we read. And it simply starts with Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govindaha Sarva Karana Karanam. So he's calling out that Lord Krishna is the supreme Ishwar, Parameshwar, Paramaha Krishna. And he is body of eternity, knowledge and bliss. And he is the cause of all causes. And his another name is Govind, the one who gives pleasure to the senses, gives pleasure to the cows. Go means cows as well as senses. So he gives pleasure. Yet at the same time, why are the living entities, embodied living entities who are wandering in this material world not able to understand? Then that has also been revealed again and again. In chapter 3, we learned that Lord Krishna says, Prakate kriya manani gune karmani sarvashah ahankara vimuddhatma kartaham iti manyate. Prakate kriya manani gune karmani sarvashah. So the three modes of material nature are, in the material nature basically has three modes: Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. And the material nature is under his supervision. So he is the master, she is the one serving him. And so by thinking that I am this body, the living entities, they take on various bodies. We receive various material bodies, but we are spirit soul. We are living entity in this soul, in this body, and we are traveling. Ahankara Vibhunthatma. And we are thinking that I am the doer. So this is false ego. So ahankar, that is a subtle element. So there are 5 gross elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and then that's gross body, and then there is a subtle body. So subtle body is within the gross body, and that is mind, intelligence, and false ego. And intelligence, thinking, is protecting the false ego, and false ego is making us think that I am this body, while we are not the body, we are the soul in the body. And mind is the one which is interacting with the senses to determine what should be done, and getting attached to various aspects. So the one that we should get attached to is the Lord, is Lord Krishna. So he is the one we should meditate on. Then, after explaining that he is the Lok Maheshwaram, and even the demigods, do not know him fully, and the personality, the one personality that appeared after the appearance of the 4 Kumaras of the sons of Lord Brahma, when they refused to increase progeny, because that was the assignment Lord Brahma said they have, and they said no, we want to stay at 5-year-old children's body, and we don't want to engage in all this family life and so forth. So then Brahma became angry, and from the middle of his eyebrows appeared a reddish bluish boy. Who is this? Rudra. Rudra also means anger. So this is none other than Lord Shiva. He appeared. And then the 7 rishis, and then the 14 manus. So 25 sages and Lord Shiva. He is Shiv Tattva, he is not Jiv Tattva. And he is the topmost devotee of Lord Krishna. Now 8 through 11 is an overview of Bhagavad Gita. This section 8, 9, 10, 11 is also known as Chatur Shloki Gita, wherein just 4 verses Lord Krishna has described the complete essence of Bhagavad Gita, and he is telling us this knowledge for our benefit so that we can quickly grasp it. Sometimes people say, I don't have enough time to understand 743 verses in Bhagavad Gita. Can you make it easy? So Lord Krishna, because he loves us so much, because of prem, right? Pothi par jag bhaya gaya na man ka phir dhai akhar prem ka pade so pandit hoye. Actually, there is a specific shloka. I'm mixing 2 of them. Mala ferat jug bhaya gaya na man ka phir karka man ka dari de man ka phir. So we have to engage our mind in constantly thinking, and many people, they are constantly studying scriptures after scriptures, but then one who understands love, one who understands prem, they have really understood the essence. So this has been explained by Lord Shri Krishna in the overview, which is in these 4 verses. So here Lord Krishna is giving us this blessing for people जो लोग ज़्यादा लंबा पोथा नहीं पढ़ सकते हैं, उनको 4 श्लोकों में, चतुर श्लोकी में अच्छी तरह से बताया है कि आप अपने फेथ को कैसे स्ट्रॉन्ग कर सकते हैं हम, और कैसे भगवान को रियलाइज़ कर सकते हैं। हर चीज़ में, कण कण में प्रभु बसते हैं, तो हम उनको कैसे देख सकते हैं, कैसे उनके दर्शन कर सकते हैं, और अपने आप को उनमें लीन कर सकते हैं, अपने मन को, अपनी बुद्धि से, अपने शरीर को, जो भी हमें कैपेबिलिटी मिली है, उससे जो भी क्षमता है, उसको भगवान की सेवा में लगा सकते हैं। सो पहला श्लोक है 10.8, अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भाव समन्वितः। Lord Krishna is saying, again, Lok Maheshwar, he's saying, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. He's saying, everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So again, when you know, जब हम लोग किसी important person से, very powerful personality से मिलते हैं, then we want to, like we're meeting a sage, a sadhu, right? Then we want to be very respectful, and we want, our first, attitude is to pay obeisances. It's a form of worship, namaskuru, right? Then we, worship him. This is Parameshwar. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He says that when one knows this, so this we have to take to our heart, that everything that we have received, even the capability, Paurushyam Nishya, and the ability in man, Lord Krishna says. तो हमें जो भी एबिलिटी है वो एक्चुअली लॉर्ड कृष्णा के लिए से ही आ रही है, और अगर हम इन सारी कैपेबिलिटीज़ और सारी अपनी क्षमताओं को भगवान की भक्ति में लीन करेंगे, भगवान की सेवा में, भगवान को प्रसन्न करने के लिए लगाएंगे, तो उससे हमारा प्यूरिफिकेशन ही होगा। वो हमारे हित में ही बता रहे हैं, वो यही बोल रहे हैं कि ये हमारे हित में होगा। और इसलिए दोज हु नो दिस, जो जानते हैं ये, वो भगवान की भक्ति में लगे रहते हैं। दे आर एंगेज इन डिवोशनल सर्विस विथ लव, विथ ऑल देयर हार्ट्स। नॉट दैट ओके 95% मैं देता हूँ और 5% अपने लिए रखता हूँ। दैट्स लाइक राइडिंग इन 2 boats, and these boats are going in opposite direction. That's why Lord Krishna already warned. Previous 4 chapters हम पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, 7th, 8th, 9th, 6th से शुरू हो गया था, where he is saying that one who is envious, one who is a theist, and one who is demoniac, right? These 3 kind of personalities can never approach him, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने आप को इन लोगों को कवर कर दिया है माया से। So it is the clouds, just like what covers the sky. It cannot cover, the clouds cannot cover the sun, but cloud can cover the sky for our vision to be not able to see Krishna. तो हम नहीं देख पाएंगे। अगर बादल आ गए हाँ आकाश में, सूरज पे तो बादल हो ही नहीं सकते। So he is telling us कि जो ये जानते हैं, तो अगर हम लोग ये जानते हैं, हम लोग ये मानते हैं, हम लोग ये समझते हैं, तो हमें 24 घंटे हर पल भगवान की सेवा में लगना चाहिए। कॉन्स्टेंटली वर्शिपिंग लॉर्ड कृष्णा। एंड जो डीटी वर्शिप करते हैं टेम्पल में, शिला प्रभुपाद said yes, we have established Radha Krishna in all the temples, but the worship standard should be that the Purohit, the priest, should be worshipping them like Lakshmi Narayan, so with awe and reverence. Why? Because there are many offenses one can commit by worshipping. So we are of course trying to do the worship जो हम उनको अर्चना कर रहे हैं अर्च विग्रह फॉर्म की, it is with our best capability, but we still are constantly humbly bowing down and asking for forgiveness, that there are thousands and thousands of mistakes one can commit, yet at the same time Lord is so merciful that he is giving us the opportunity कि उनको worship करने दे रहे हैं. That is a great benefit that we have this. And you can worship, even a picture of Lord Shri Krishna, not different from him. If you have deities at home, worship him, not different from him. The 9 process of devotional service, you can engage in any of the 9 processes, but engage. That is the essential message. That based on our capabilities, whatever capabilities we have, we should engage in serving Lord Shri Krishna. And it is for our benefit if we engage. Then he is saying in 10.9, Macchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So he is telling us that constantly the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. So understand that when we reach that 100%, no more 95%, 99%, 100%, then we actually rise out to the level of Dharanavrataha, the pure devotees who have very strong faith. And their life becomes fully devoted. So their lives are fully devoted to my service. So we want to reach by engaging. So we have to start now to reach that goal, right? And they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So, Macchitta, constantly thinking of me. Madgat prana, their life constantly devoted in serving me. Prana. Bodhayanta parasparam. Constantly, every moment they are doing this. Kathayantascha mam nityam. So they are enlightening each other, and they're conversing about me, and this way what do? Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Tushyanti means they're feeling great satisfaction, great tranquility, great bliss in their heart. And then ramanti cha. Ramanti is happiness, bliss. They're experiencing transcendental bliss. हम लोगों ने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था. It's like overflowing ocean. Anandam buddhi vardhanam. That is the effect of chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. जब प्रेयर टू एंगेज इन डिवोशनल सर्विस, उससे हम लोगों को ट्रांसडेंटल ब्लिस इतना मिल रहा है कि ओवरफ्लोइंग ऑफ ओशन आनंदाम बुद्धिवर्धनम, लाइक एन ओशन इज ओवरफ्लोइंग. कैन यू इमेजिन द प्रेयर के प्लीज एंगेज मी इन योर सर्विस, इन योर डिवोशनल सर्विस. व्हेन वी एंगेज इन डिवोशनल सर्विस, व्हाट वुड हैपन? जस्ट इमेजिन in the prayer you are experiencing so much ramanti, right? So much enlightenment, so much transcendental bliss. फिर Bhagwan, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada gives this reference of we are like fish out of water. So if you see a fish that has gone out of water, sometimes what happens is there are tides, they come in. So fish come to the shore and then the water washes away, and sometimes the fish is on the land. So if you see the fish, what does the fish want? When say if you bring a umbrella so that it doesn't feel the sun heat, would it be satisfied? No. If you bring it some nice prasadam, nice food, would it be satisfied? No. What does a fish want? Fish wants to go back in the water because that's where it belongs. So we are in this world, not of this world. We are all spiritual beings, all living entities. And we want to go back to our original nature. Jivera Surupoya Krishnera Nityadas. We are eternal servant of Lord Shri Krishna. Yet because of the ahankar, this false ego, in this particular, we are thinking I am this body. And so when we think I am this body, another side effect of this is, instead of becoming a worshipper, we become envious of Krishna. Instead of thinking that everything should be for Krishna, we say, oh, everything should be for our sense gratification. And that causes our fall down. So we have to be very, very careful, because that's how kuntha, the anxiety, the distress comes. And we want to actually go to Vaikuntha. And Lord, He's showing His love by delivering this knowledge. हमको बता रहे हैं कि how can we continue to engage in devotional service? Devotional service is like a seed. When you sow the seed in a heart, so now when you sow a seed, the soil has to be prepared. That particular secret has been given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ने वो रहस्य बताया है कि हमारा जो हृदय है उसको कैसे केपेबल करें ताकि इसमें भक्ति लता बीज बोया जा सके. तृणादपि सुनिचेना तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिन मान देना कीर्तनिया सदा हरि. चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने बताया है, हम लोगों को इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है शिक्षा अष्टकम में 3rd verse में कि thinking of oneself lower than the grass on the street. तृणादपि सुनिचेना. And then Tarorapi Sahishnuna. Taro means trees, being more tolerant than the trees. And Amanina Manadina, not expecting any respect from others, Manadina, but be ready to give all respect to others. In this attitude, with this mood, with this understanding, with this, जो हम इस भाव से अगर हम जपा करेंगे, इस भाव से अगर हम भक्ति करेंगे, तो we can do कीर्तनिया सदा हरि. We can constantly glorify Lord Shri Krishna. So this is the mood. So उससे हमारा जो हृदय है उसकी मिट्टी बिल्कुल तैयार है जहाँ पे भक्ति लता बीज को सोया जा सकता है. और वो किसकी कृपा से होता है? गुरु कृष्ण प्रसादे पाए भक्ति लता बीज. तो ये जो भक्ति लता बीज को हम लोग जब बो करते हैं तो उसके लिए उसको वाटर करना जरूरी होता है, राइट? इनिशियली व्हेन यू पुट द सीड इन द सॉइल, वाटरिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड व्हाट इज वाटरिंग फॉर दिस भक्ति लता बीज? It is the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this, like the seed sprouts, a small plant comes. So this lata slowly and slowly grows, penetrating the material universe, goes to the spiritual universe, and finally rests at the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna, provided we continue to chant, we continue to serve. तो आप लोगों को अपनी भक्ति नहीं छोड़नी चाहिए. हर पल भगवान में लीन होते हुए अपनी पूरी इंटेलिजेंस, अपनी पूरी एबिलिटीज से भगवान को सर्व करना चाहिए. दैट इज़ द मैसेज. और वो क्यों है? वो हमारे हित के लिए है, ताकि हम आनंदाम बुद्धिवर्धम, वी विल एक्सपीरियंस ट्रांसडेंटल ब्लिस, वी विल एक्सपीरियंस हैप्पीनेस. ब्रह्म भूता प्रसन्नात्मा न शोचती न कांक्षति. सो ब्रह्म भूता स्टेज पे वी बिकम प्रसन्नात्मा, एंड दैट इज द ट्रू नेक्टर that we are, our thirst is there. So the fish on the land is actually, all it wants is to go back in the waters. Similarly, we will be happy when we take shelter of Lord Shri Krishna. And sometimes people say, okay, that will only possible when we go back home, back to Godhead. No, you can experience it right here, right now, starting with the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And chant with that realization that, Lord, you are everything. You are the one who's providing me all the abilities. You are the one who's providing me this rare opportunity of human birth. In 8.4 million yonis, you have given me this opportunity. Even the 33 crores, 3.3 million devtas, 33 crore devtas, and yet they are bewildered. They become fearful actually. That has also been given of when they see the universal form of Lord Shri Krishna. So we have to understand that this is His love that He is giving us. And in Krishna consciousness, one can be constantly engaged in devotional service and constantly Ramanti. Ramanti is like constantly enjoying it. Just like a young boy and girl, they enjoy their association, the company with each other. So we talked about time is relative, right? So time will pass very nicely, and then automatically as time passes, we actually will be able to relinquish this body and go back home, back to Godhead. And then we'll have a spiritual body. But why then to get a spiritual body? Why don't we spiritualize our body now? Srila Prabhupada कहते हैं कि the whole program of Krishna consciousness is to spiritualize this body itself. And how do you spiritualize? By constantly serving Lord Shri Krishna. Lord Krishna Surya Sama. So if you put an iron rod in fire, then it becomes red hot. It is like fire. You touch it anywhere, it will create fire. So by directly being in contact with Supreme Transcendence, Param Brahma, Lord Krishna, by serving Him constantly, we spiritualize our very existence, our very body, and we realize that this is the true purpose of life, because we are experiencing transcendental bliss, and all kind of anxieties they give away. Means we are able to cross over, remove the various kind of miseries. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudashtam. So all those miseries of birth, death, old age, disease, they are driven away. We don't feel. It's not that the devotees, they don't give up their body and they don't die just because taking to devotional service. The body is nashwar, but we have spirit souls. We are all spirit souls, and the soul continues the service in next life to next life. So again, it eternally engages in Lord Krishna's service. And even if there is, we talked about in chapter 7, somebody has a fall down when they have started. In the early stage, if they have fallen down, then they go to the planet of pious, where they, after spending some time, come back and get a human birth in an aristocratic family. If one who is an advanced devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, a pure devotee, then pure devotee would go back home. But if Madhyam Adhikari, or even practicing as pure devotee, has not attained the love of Godhead, because even at Shuddha Naam, it doesn't immediately give you. You have to continue to engage in chanting of the holy name Shuddha Naam, which finally gives you Prem, Krishna Prem. So if at that advanced level, if somebody relinquishes the body, जब ये मृत्यु होती है, तो they are able to take birth in the family of a transcendentalist, where they can quickly come to the level where they were in the previous birth and then continue to progress forward. So there is no diminution, there is no loss. A little effort in Krishna consciousness reaps great results and saves us from great dangers that are constantly lurking around. The greatest danger is being caught by Maya, and we don't want to be caught by Maya. Then in the 10th verse, Lord Krishna is revealing Tesham satade yuktanam Bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. He's saying that to those who are constantly devoted to serving me. So we talked about they're constantly serving in the previous one. Now those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love. That's the acronym for this chapter. I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Right? So there is no qualification required. That's the amazing aspect, that you don't have to be rich to engage in devotional service, because Lord Krishna says patram pushpam phalam trayam yo me bhaktaya parayachati tadaham bhakti upritam yashnami prayatatmana. So if one can offer patra, leaf, pushpa, flower, phala, fruit, toyam, water, with love, for such devotee I will accept it. So he is telling, I will accept it, not I shall. So he is eager for us to come to him more than we are eager to go to him. He is like a loving father. That's his love, that he is asking for our benefit. It's very interesting that in Mahabharata there are two characters, actually three characters shine out. Yudhishthira Maharaj, he would follow the injunctions of the Shastras, whether it helps him or it doesn't, and most of the time it never helped him. It was actually against him. Now, Duryodhan, on the other hand, was using all the injunctions of Shastras that would help him, benefit him only. So he would use the rules and regulations, and he would pick those out which would benefit him. While Lord Krishna, he would break every rule and regulation. He would break everything, but not for himself, for the benefit of his devotees, for the benefit of Pandavas, for the benefit of Viduji. So he was constantly looking out for his devotees. So whatever were the prescribed ways, Lord Krishna is beyond that. Again, like the king is beyond the various rules that have been set for the citizens. And sometimes people become envious just for that. They start picking on Lord Krishna, not realizing that he is above and beyond the ruling, because he is the one who is Lokamaheshwaram. So Lord, he doesn't look at what qualification we have. So that's why Acharyas they reveal Sarvopade vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhaktiruchyate. Sarvopade vinirmuktam. Giving up all designations associated with the body. Not thinking that I am white, I am black, I am yellow, I am an Indian, I am an American, and so forth. I am a CEO, I am a vice president of such and such company, I am a doctor. These are designations for the body, and they relate to the various activities in the body that we have performed. But the true designation, the true qualification is that we should engage all our senses in the service to please the master of the senses. And that is Rishikesha, Lord Krishna. And that bhakti is uchyate, that is glorified devotional service. So we should serve him with that mode, that no matter what. And this is what he is saying in this 10th verse of chapter 10, that I give them the intelligence by which they can come to me. So we don't have to worry about, we have to, do this, we have to do so many shastras. All we have to do is be in devotee association. There are 5 most potent forms of devotional service. First one is devotee association. It is paramount. So when birds of same feather fly together, so when we are in devotee association, automatically devotional service becomes natural for us to do. We automatically get inspired and motivated, and we are willing to engage very easily. So Srila Prabhupada says that the process becomes very easy. Devotional service is very easy and devotional service is very hard. Devotional service is very easy if you have faith and if you want to do it, and if you are in devotee association, then it becomes very easy. So much so that in the devotee association, you can even experience Krishna Prem, the topmost goal that we are seeking. Just by devotees association, we can experience that. So much potency is there. And it's very easy. But if you are envious of Krishna, if you are an atheist, or if you are demonic minded, seeking your own name, fame and glory, is putting yourself in the center. And we have seen some of these, there are some personalities, they just come with this idea that Samaj ke thekedar hai. Everything should be about us. They are envious of Krishna, they don't realize this, but everybody can see them. The hypocrisy is so evident. Yet at the same time, devotees, they understand that we should just stay away and continue to engage in our devotion service. There is a beautiful lesson why devotees don't challenge such personalities at times. Is because of a beautiful story. There was and again this is coming from Western world, but it is a very important lesson. Just like Chanakya said, one should take knowledge even from dirty places, or should take gold. So he's giving that example that we should take knowledge where it helps us in progressing spiritually. So this example is that the Pope is asking a lady, do you love God? She says, yes, I love God. मेरे को भगवान से प्रेम है. Then the Pope says, okay, so तुम्हें शैतान से ईर्ष्या है? Do you envy? Do you hate evil? Do you hate Satan? She's like, no, I don't hate Satan. So now the Pope is confused. She's like, you love God, but you don't hate Satan. How is that possible? She says that when I'm loving God, जब मैं भगवान से प्रेम कर रही हूँ, मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं बचता है सैटन से ईर्ष्या करने का, या सैटन से गुस्सा होने का, या उसके विरुद्ध सोचने का भी. I have no time to think of that, because all the time that I have is spent in loving God. Now that is true definition of love, that we should continue to please Krishna and understand that those people who are making offenses, they are on their own paths. Lord Krishna is in charge there also. We are not the in charge. He will take care of those people in due course of time. We should continue to serve Krishna. That should be the mood. So इस तरह से अगर हम रहेंगे तो it will only help us. And Bhagwan Krishna will be very happy. He will be very happy and he will bring us back. He will give us the knowledge. He will give us. But now how will he give us? The way he is revealing in the next verse. Teshamevanukampartam aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. Tesham evanukampartam. To show them special mercy, anukampa, right? Aham and aham ajnana jamtama. So he is also saying evanu kampartham aham ajnana jamtama. So I dwelling in the heart. So this is one more place Lord Krishna is saying that he is in everyone's heart, right? He is the one who is residing as super soul in everyone's heart, and he removes ajnana jam tamaha. Tamaha refers to the darkness, right? And agyan, this is because of the ignorance that we do not have proper knowledge who Lord Krishna is, how to go back home, back to Godhead, what is the process at times. But we are constantly serving him. And a very simple way of serving him is taking to the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is also the way to pray, to engage in devotion service, and it is also devotion service. So Shravanam Kirtanam, both are there. And as soon as we hear someone's name, the image appears in our mind, Smaranam. So all three important aspects. Just with Shravanam, other processes automatically, they get awakened in our heart, in our mind. Nashyami Atma Bhavasto. So he's saying, I am sitting in everyone's heart. Atma Bhavasto. This is where he's sitting. Where? In our hearts. The heart of living entity. And he destroys what? Nashyami. He destroys what? The Agyana, the Jamtamaha, which is like darkness, ignorance, which is like darkness. So the darkness can be removed by light, right? So he's saying, Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. So a deep, a lamp of knowledge that will dwell in our heart, and we will be able to see everything as it is. हम जैसी चीज़ है वैसे देख सकेंगे. जब हमारे मन का जो अंधकार है वो भगवान के दिया हुआ, भगवान से मिले हुए ज्ञान दीप से, जो दीप होता है उसमें ज्योति होती है ना, तो उस ज्योति से हट जाएगा. तो similarly we will be able to see as things they are, and then we will be able to go back home. तब हम वापस आसानी से जा सकेंगे. तो he is saying that he destroys with the shining lamp of knowledge. ज्ञान के दीप से वो रोशनी कर देते हैं, और जो हमारे हृदय का अंधकार है जो उसको भगा देते हैं. और ये तमस, सो हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था, तमस refers to yes tamasic mode, but actually all three modes are referring to tamas. And from material perspective, there is nothing auspicious in this material world. But if we engage ourselves constantly in devotional service, then Srila Prabhupada in his purpose is saying that everything becomes auspicious. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur blesses us by saying that by engaging in devotional service, we are spiritualizing our very being. We are not just, so हम लोग को ये समझ में आता है कि we are not just spiritual being having material experience, we are spiritual being capable of having spiritual experience. So why restrict ourselves? हमें अपने आप को क्यों रोकना चाहिए जब spiritual experience हमें अभी मिल सकता है, यहीं मिल सकता है, इसी समय सदैव निरंतर मिल सकता है. Now, at this point, Arjun, he is completely enlightened, he is motivated, and he starts glorifying Lord Shri Krishna. So he is giving the verification he has heard from various sages. So love, L-O-V, V is for verification by various sages which have been expressed by Arjun, and he also says that he understands them accordingly. So he is praying to Lord Shri Krishna, and this is from verse 12 through 18. He is saying, Arjuna Vacha Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. So he is saying that, my dear Lord, you are Param Brahma, right? So we talked about Brahman, like even beyond Brahman. So Lord is Param Brahma. And Param Dhama, he is the supreme abode. He is the resting place of all living entities. He is where every living entity gets eternal peace. And Pavitram, he is all pure. Just by his contact, we become pure. Srila Prabhupada, many times he would, when he came to US, he would start his lecture by saying, I may be impure, you may be impure, but the message is pure. So by hearing the pure message of the pure Supreme Personality of Godhead, I'm paraphrasing some of it, we all become pure. So that is the essence, that when we are in contact with fire, we become like fire, just like the iron rod becomes like fire. So in the contact with all pure Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, उनके संपर्क में रहने से, उनको सेवा करते रहने से हमारी भी सारी तुष्टियाँ हट जाती हैं और हम भी प्योर बन जाते हैं. All defects, they go away, right? And he is saying that you are Purusham, you are the original enjoyer, supreme enjoyer, and you are eternal being. So you are eternal, transcendental, original person, and you are unborn and the greatest. So when he is saying that, further he says, when he is saying, sometimes people say, okay, this is Arjun saying, but he is giving references of great sages, right? So this is verification by the sages that he had heard. And then he adds himself, he is saying, Ahustvam Rishya Sarve Devashi Naradas Tatha Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Cheva Bravishime. That I have already heard this. All the great sages, just like Narad, Asita, Devala and Vyas, they confirm this truth about you. They have already said this. And now you yourself, Bravishime, Swayam Cheva Bravishime, and you yourself are revealing this to me. So this is where we understand how Lord is, has been always glorified, but this is where Arjuna is now getting realization who Lord Shri Krishna is, and is using this verification. And now Arjuna, when he knows that this is the Supreme Personality of God, if you know that your father is a very great person and everybody is singing his glories, then there is an obvious, instead of going there, if you are having conversation with your father, you will ask your father, please tell me more about yourself. So this is what Arjuna is saying, please, I want to hear about your various opulences. You are all opulent, right? So please tell me about your opulence. The word opulence is actually singular, plural, the spelling doesn't change. But Srila Prabhupada, for us, many times devotees use the word opulences, just to stress out that there are unlimited ones of them. So, and the topic is also the opulence of the Absolute. So that also means his various vibhutiyas, right? Bhagwan ki jo energies हैं, हम उनके बारे में, potencies हैं, उनके बारे में सुनना चाहते हैं. So here E comes in love, L-O-V-E. E refers to the, verse 19 through 42, when Arjuna wants to hear about the opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead of Lord Shri Krishna, उनके विभूतियों के बारे में सुनना चाहते हैं, तो भगवान 19 से लेके 42 तक ये जो वर्सेस हैं इसमें डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. एंड जब वो डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हैं उसका एसेंस हम पहले समझ लेते हैं, ताकि जब हम पढ़ें तो उसका समझ भी आए कि एग्जैक्टली क्यों बोल रहे हैं भगवान ऐसा. लॉर्ड कृष्णा जब अपने ऑपुलेंस बता रहे हैं तो ही इज़ ओनली गिविंग द एक्सक्लूसिव वंस, दैट्स फॉर ई. सो ही इज सेइंग ओनली द एक्सेप्शनल वंस दैट आर देयर. And when he is describing this exclusive, the most prominent ones, then he is saying that this is the spark of his splendor. He pervades the entire universe. And these are just some prominent ones because he has unlimited, right? It's achintya, it's inconceivable. If you could list all the opulences, then it would not be inconceivable, then it would be conceivable. But he has inconceivable potencies, inconceivable opulence. So it is very difficult for us to cover, but he is telling some of the important ones, some of the exclusive ones, some of the exquisite ones. So that's E, L-O-V-E. And he lists those for Arjuna. And the essence is, he is saying that I am best in every area. Lord Krishna is number one. Of the good people, he is number one. Of the priest, he is Brihaspati, who is number one. Of the ones who are expert in doing yajnas and doing the mantras, he is Shukracharya, he is number one. So he is telling, of all the cheating propensity, he is the gambling of the cheat, which is number one, Dyut. So he is telling he is number one. So sometimes people think that God is all good. Yes, he is all good. So we can cheat God? No, you can't, because he is also cheater number one. So it's very interesting that when we were kind of like going to the temple, and one of the speakers was saying that when we offer something to Krishna, then Krishna is seeing what we are offering, he appreciates it. But he is also seeing what we are holding back. That's why when we give ourselves to Krishna, we should be so inspired to give 100% of ourselves. And constantly, giving our remembrance, constantly remembering it every moment. Again and again, we hear people telling us, and it's very simple. All we have to do is, we understand that we are not capable of taking that, so we should just take to the chanting of the holy name. Srila Prabhupada used to say that even taking different food morsels, even between them, we should chant the holy name. Why? That way we are constantly praying, please engage me in your devotional service. Srila Prabhupada's many quotes himself are there, that he himself used to say that, oh my dear Lord, please don't let me fall into ignorance. Please constantly give me your remembrance. Please constantly make me remember you, make my mind completely absorbed in your name, form, activities, pastimes. And the process is very simple. Srila Prabhupada's favorite statement was, what's the difficulty? Today, many times we see people, they are saying that devotional service is hard because they are saying, what can we do? Well, it is not up to us, it is up to Lord Krishna. All we have to do is to surrender to Lord Shri Krishna. That is what we have to do to be able to achieve perfection in life. Lord Krishna, one of his name is Ajitam. Ajitam means one who cannot be conquered, one who is invincible, who cannot be easily approached. Yet at the same time, by taking to the chanting of the holy name, by taking to devotional service, we can conquer even Lord Shri Krishna. Such is the potency of devotional service, because devotional service is none other than Lord's Alahadini Shakti Radharani, and her another name is Madan Mohan Mohini. So Lord Krishna is Madan Mohan. He can enchant the Cupid. Madan is Cupid, so he can enchant the Cupid. But Madan Mohan Mohini, devotional service can even enchant Lord Shri Krishna. Radharani can even enchant Lord Shri Krishna. That's why we approach through the mother, and we simply pray by raising our hands. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So understand that Lord Krishna is number one in every field. So he is saying that of all the purifiers, the most purifying is wind. He is saying, I am wind. He is identifying that of all the, from the churning of the ocean, of all the horses, actually, no, over here. Yes. he is identifying that he is limitless and he has unlimited opulence, but he is only going to share some of the prominent ones. And he starts with of the Adityas, the 12 Adityas. Adityas means sons of Aditi, right? Parashar Muni and Aditi's sons, the 12 of them. The 12th one is Vaman Dev. So he's saying, I'm Vishnu. So he's referring to the 12th one, Vaman Dev, whose also another name is Upendra, younger brother of Indra. Then of lights, I'm the radiant sun. Sun spreads light in all the universe. So he's the radiant sun. So the best, object giving light is sun. And of the Maruts, I'm Marichi. So Maruts, of all the Maruts, Marichi, who appeared from the mind of Lord Brahma. He's saying that. And of all the stars, I'm the moon. So when we're looking at the stars, now sometimes scientists, they use their limited intelligence and they start to reflect that actually planet moon is only reflecting. So they're using the word planet. But at night, the reference is that it is shining in the sky, and that is the definition as per Vedic literature of a star, the one that shines at night. So again, from that perspective, it is true. Of the Vedas, I'm the Sama Veda, because Sama Veda is glorifying and coming up with the best prayers of all the Vedas. And it was split by Vyasadeva. All the beautiful poetry glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead is in Sama Veda. And of all the gods, I'm the king of the demigods, is Indra. And of the senses, I'm mind, because mind is above the senses, and it's also called the sixth sense. And it's actually the master of, it's above the senses. Not master of the senses, Lord is the master of senses, Hrishikesha. And of all the living beings, I'm consciousness. So again, that is the living force, the very life of living beings. So again, that is, he's saying, I'm the best again. Of all the Rudras, so the 11 Rudras we know of them, the topmost is Lord Shiva. So he's saying, I am Lord Shiva. And of all the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I'm the best one of them. And who is this? None other than the treasure of the demigod, Kuvera. And of all the Vasus, I am fire, Agni. And among the mountains are known for their heavy weight. He's saying, I am Meru. So And of all the priests, the best priest, I'm the chief priest, who's Brahaspati, this one. Of all the generals, so the demigods, they have a general, son of Lord Shiva, Kartikeya. He's saying, I'm Kartikeya. And of all the bodies of water, which is the largest body of water? Ocean. So he's saying, I'm ocean. And then he starts to reveal some very important aspects. So of all the sages, he's saying, I'm Bhrigu. And of vibrations, I'm the transcendental sound vibration, Om, Pranava, Sarva Vedeshu. And of all the sacrifices, pay attention to this one, this is very important. Yajnanam Jap Yago Asmin. Of all the sacrifices, the best sacrifices is the chanting of the holy name. So he's saying, I'm the chanting of the holy name. So we should understand this, of all the sacrifices, not just for this age, for eternity, forever and ever. The best yajna to please Lord Shri Krishna is the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Of all the trees, he is saying, I'm the banyan tree. And if you ask today's scientists, they will tell you that banyan tree, like other trees, 12 hours they give oxygen, other 12 hours they give carbon dioxide. Banyan tree gives 24 hours oxygen. So again, it does stand out as the best of the trees. And of all the sages among the demigods, he is saying, I am Devashi Narad. So he's the sages among the demigods. And of the Gandharvas, the king of Gandharva is Chitrarath. So Lord Krishna is saying, I am Chitrarath. And among the perfected beings, the topmost perfect being is Lord Kapil Dev, son of Devahuti and Kardamba Muni. So he's saying, I am sage Kapila. Continues to describe that he is among the horses is Uchchaishrava, the one that was taken up by Bali Maharaj after the during the Samudra Manthan, and it appeared. And so he's saying, I am among the horses Uchchaishrava, and among the lordly elephants I am Airavat, the carrier of Indradev. And among men I am monarch, the king. And of weapons I am Thunderbolt. Of all the weapons, The Vajra is the most powerful, so he's calling out that. And among cows, I am Surabhi, the transcendental cow that can be milked at any time and will give as much milk as we desire. So she is from Golok Vrindavan. And interesting thing is the topmost dham is called Golok Vrindavan. Go means cow. Lok, so places where Surabhi cows reside, and Lord is Surabhi Avipalyantam. He is engaged in serving the Surabhi cows. And when Lord Brahma 5000 years back, Lord Krishna appeared, everybody knew that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared as a cowboy in Vrindavan. He had a doubt. How could he be the Supreme Personality of Godhead? My worshipable Lord appearing as a cowboy means how could it be? He had that sanshaya, he had that doubt. So he, went, and we hear about Brahma Vimohan Lila as how Lord showed that he is unlimited by expanding into all the cowherd boys and the calves, which were actually stolen by Brahma. But Lord, he even forgave that offense, because this way all the cows and all the mothers in Vrindavan were able to, have Lord's association and give him milk for a whole year. So this way it continues, like how he is, rhythm, hymns in the Samaved, and he's the Brihad Sam of all the poetry, his Gayatri and so forth. And at the end he says that Mama Tejo Amsha Sambhavam. He is saying that know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. And this is where Lord is teaching Arjuna and us that with a single fragment he pervades the entire universe. So we should understand it properly. So this is the essence we studied today in chapter 10. The acronym is LOVE, L-O-V-E. L is for Lok Maheshwaram, that Lord Krishna is the Sarva Lok Maheshwaram. He is the supreme proprietor and he is the life and soul of every living being. Every energy is external, internal and marginal. Every energy rests in him. O is for overview of Bhagavad Gita, which is Chatushloki 8 through 11. And then afterwards 12 through 18, Arjun confirms that what he had heard from various sages, and he agrees, he understands, verifies that yes, he has understood that Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is verification. And finally, E in love refers to the exclusive, the exquisite, the exceptional opulence that Lord Krishna reveals to Arjuna. And this is where this chapter ends. Hare Krishna. So, to be able to take to this love, the process is very simple. All we have to do is raise our hands and call out, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Ganthraj, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.